In the realm of Greek mythology, the stories of gods and goddesses often captivate and intrigue us with their power, beauty, and sometimes, their fearsome nature. One such goddess who has captured the imagination of many is Persephone, the queen of the underworld and the wife of Hades. However, it may come as a surprise to learn that in some myths, Persephone was actually more feared than her husband, Hades. Persephone was not always the queen of the underworld. In fact, she was once a powerful goddess in her own right, known for her association with vegetation, fertility, and flowers. She was the daughter of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, and Zeus, the king of the gods. With such powerful parentage, it is no wonder that Persephone was revered and feared by mortals and immortals alike. Before she was taken by Hades, Persephone was celebrated as a symbol of the cycle of life and death. She was the embodiment of the earth's fertility and the bringer of spring, when flowers bloomed and crops flourished. Her power over vegetation and fertility made her a force to be reckoned with, and she was worshipped by many as a benevolent and generous goddess. It was this power and status that made Persephone more feared than Hades in some myths. While Hades was certainly a formidable figure as the ruler of the underworld, it was Persephone's association with life and growth that made her a truly fearsome presence. Mortals relied on her favor for bountiful harvests and healthy livestock, and her wrath could bring famine and devastation. In addition to her association with fertility, Persephone's lineage also added to her fearsome reputation. As the daughter of Demeter and Zeus, she was a member of the Olympian pantheon, one of the most powerful groups of gods and goddesses in Greek mythology. Her royal heritage and divine parentage meant that she was not to be trifled with, and her status as a princess of the gods only added to her aura of power and authority. When Persephone was taken by Hades to be his wife and queen of the underworld, her status as a fearsome and powerful goddess only grew. While some may see her as a passive victim of Hades' abduction, others view her as a formidable figure who commands respect and fear in her own right. As the queen of the underworld, Persephone wields immense power and influence, and her role as the guardian of the dead only adds to her fearsome reputation. It is said that Persephone spends half of the year in the underworld with Hades, and the other half on earth with her mother, Demeter. This division of her time reflects the cycle of the seasons, as her presence in the underworld brings about winter, while her return to the earth heralds the arrival of spring. This duality of her nature, as both a bringer of life and a ruler of death, only adds to her enigmatic and fearsome persona. In conclusion, the myths and legends surrounding Persephone paint a complex and multifaceted portrait of a goddess who is both revered and feared. Her association with fertility and vegetation, her divine parentage, and her role as the queen of the underworld all contribute to her fearsome reputation. While Hades may be the ruler of the underworld, it is Persephone's power and influence that truly make her a figure to be reckoned with. Whether she was more feared than Hades is a matter of interpretation, but there is no denying that Persephone is a goddess of immense power and significance in Greek mythology.